So, just got back, found out that it wasn't actually a hearing to go in front of a judge. It was just to go in front of the same damn referee. I don't know if my soon-to-be, hopefully real soon-to-be ex-wife is sleeping with this guy, paying him. If he has a crush, he likes black women. I don't know what's going on. But every time I go in front of him, I'm treated like a dog, and she's put on a pedestal. Even though I'm the one that's raising the kids, I'm the one that is responsible for everything. I'm the one that didn't go out and have an affair to begin with for the divorce. I mean, it's like I did no wrong. She lies and does all wrong, and I'm getting shit on this. It's like, really? Literally every time I try to speak, all she would do across from the table is say, "Lie, lie, he's lying." And I wouldn't fall into, going back and forth with her. I would simply, because he wasn't saying that, the referee, I'd say, "What am I lying about?" Could never say. Oh, and then when she did mutter what I was lying about, I would clearly, because I got files and paperwork and evidence of everything, would prove that she was in fact lying and I was telling the truth. Referee still wouldn't have it. He would not. She didn't bring a single paper with her. She did not bring even a sticky note. She brought nothing. I brought all my files with me. She brought nothing. He didn't want to see my paperwork. We get in there, and he wants to get his dog in me. I still haven't figured out, what did I do wrong to this guy? Why is he treating me like crap? So we get in there, and he's just getting into me, whatnot. And he keeps saying his statements. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not true. It has nothing to do with this. What's going on? Come to find out, because one of my older children, with a woman named Heather, I have a case. Of course, through the courts, family court system. He had that case up for me and my soon-to-be ex-wife. It clearly says Letterman, Nearman, Heather and Nicholas, not Candace and Nicholas. Are you kidding me? This is your job? And I'm repeating the case number that he needs to him over and over again, even though he's telling me basically to shut my mouth. I'm like, this is the case. I will shut up, but just pull up the correct case number. Finally does. A light bulb kicks on. Hey, he's telling the truth. Here it is on this case. It says everything I've been telling them. He's like, you're lying because the other case, the other case is not true what I'm telling you, because there's a different case. Finally, a clarity comes around, but he's still treating me like crap. Things like, you haven't worked in 10 years. I'm like, where did you get, haven't worked in 10 years. I was just working as security. Before that, I was working at Home Depot, and I got injured. What? It's from her, because he ain't did nothing, he ain't did this. So she just rambling random stuff, no paperwork, no evidence, random just rants without out of order, just whatever. And this guy is buying it. And I have to prove myself, And I'm still mad because this is supposed to be a default divorce to begin with. I should not be in front of a referee. I should be in front of a judge in a courtroom pleading my case for a default divorce. Literally, she doesn't need to be there because she gave her rights up by default. No. So I'm, every time he's like kind of sticking it to me, like, well, he's gonna have to pay this. I'm like, what is going on here? I'm the plaintiff. She's the defendant. What's going on? I'm like, it's a default divorce, and I'm repeating this to him. I'm repeating it again and again and again. Like, why can't you get this? This is a default divorce. He says, yes. Well, it gets down to like, she's trying to say that I owe her some money for some crap, whatever. That's all fact. That's not factual. It's all false. They had like this much fact and this much false. If anything, she'd owe me money, which I don't even want that. This one are gone. And she, I'm sorry, it's such a circus. And you guys got to hear this because this might happen to you. Is why I'm telling you all my personal stuff. Not because I want to give you my personal stuff. It's because you need to hear this is what's going on. If the court system did their job, I have paperwork showing I have sole custody, physical and legal custody of my children. Signed by the judge that I'm going to go in front of. And this guy's still going against that. He says, oh, I don't want you to have sole legal. I'm going to give you guys joint. Well, he can't give that. He's a referee. He just gives, recommendations to the judge, whatever. And then, he's like, what she says gives us money. And I'm like, for one, once again, it's a default divorce. She's had 5 years plus the amount of time that you get in a default, before it goes into default, time to decide this, and she hasn't till today? Too late. Oh, my power key's going in and out. Creepy. So, must be a storm or car hit pole or something. So, he's telling her, all right, you need to go down and get this paperwork, and you need to file this, and bring me the detailed stuff. Don't bring me this, bring me this. And I'm sitting here thinking all right, this is a referee. This be a middle guy. I don't think, I might be wrong, I don't think that he's supposed to be giving me or her legal advice on how to screw the other person over. I don't think he's supposed to do that. That's why there's an empty chair next to us, is that if we want to have a lawyer, they would do that. Not the referee, not a judge, not a referee. You know what? In the clerk's office and all the secretaries, there's little signs saying they can't give legal advice. Why is he doing this for her? And you know what legal advice he gave me? Was good for the goose is good for the gander. That's what he gave me. So now, instead of going to court, instead of getting my time to get up there and get rid of this problem, I got to see this goofball again. I have to go there because he's giving her a chance to get this paperwork together, this debt that I'm supposedly be obligated to pay. Of course, she wants 100% of it, which she doesn't have because it doesn't exist. But for her to have a chance to get that together, bring it in for him to look at, for he can stick some more crap on me. Does this sound right? I mean, before I end this video, let's clarify everything you've been hearing right now. One, I've had the kids for 5 years in my custody. Two, she's paid hardly anything in child support, and the thousands of dollars that she owed him back child support because of harassments that she given to me. I went down there together and forgave her for child support so she'd leave me and my family alone. 3, she never sees the kids. 4, she's tried to file taxes every single year, even though she don't, claim them on her taxes, even though she doesn't have them, or, she doesn't have them 10% of the year, 9%, 3%, nothing. This year, got away with it. Took $3,000 of money that was supposed to come to this household for these kids. She went and got it. Now, she's going to get in trouble, finally, hopefully. Supposedly, H&R Block says they're going to make sure she gets nabbed for this, and probably by next year, whatever, we'll get the money back, but a little late now. She's the one that had the affair and moved out and left me and the kids. I mean, add all this up and see, why would I be a little upset that I'm the one that's being dogged out? Why it is that she comes in there with an attitude and a purse, and I come in there with signed by judges, by people, affidavits, proof, physical proof, and proof on his database, and proof that his secretary has brought him, that shows that I have done nothing but tell the truth to this man, and I'm still being dogged out. And this is supposed to be a default divorce. Guys, it might be a man's world out there, But in family court, it's a woman's world. Be ready, be prepared when you go in there, and stand up for yourself. Even though you're going to be looked down on, and you're automatically a deadbeat dad. You're automatically a sorry excuse for a husband. You're automatically everything bad there is before you step foot in there. Be prepared, guys. That's my advice. That's what happened today. Take care, guys. Bye.